In the previous part of Traces of Poison, we discussed the Israel's usage of prohibited weapons on several occasions in 1948 war, especially on Acre and Gaza fronts and impacts of these weapons on battlefield. But later secret documents revealed that the Acre and Gaza episodes were merely the tip of the iceberg in a prolonged campaign, designed initially to prevent Palestinian Arab militiamen from returning to their villages from which they harassed Jewish settlements and road traffic and, later, to hinder the Arab states' armies that invaded Palestine on May 15, 1948. The details of Israel's secret use of biological weapons and poison against Palestinians during the 1947-48 ethnic cleansing campaign has been revealed in a recent article by historians Benny Morris and Benjamin Kedar. The 84-year-old Kedar is professor emeritus at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, and the more well-known Morris is famed for his work as one of Israel's new historians. The pair recently published an article in the journal Middle Eastern Studies titled, "Cast Thy Bread, Israeli Biological Warfare During the 1948 War." Cast Thy Bread was the operation's code name. Naturally, most of the material related to the episode is censored, but when Morris searched through the Israeli Army archives for any mention of the operation by name, he was surprised to discover numerous documents. Morris writes in the article that the censor apparently was not aware of what the code name referred to. On April 1, 1948, David Ben-Gurion wrote in his journal about the development of science and speeding up its application in warfare. A month and a half later, he wrote about biological materials that were purchased for $2,000, the paper said. It pointed out that now it became clear the extent of the link between what Ben-Gurion wrote and Israel's purchase of biological materials, which appear to be a specific powder or liquid used to poison Palestinian well water. The new documents revealed that these operations were supervised by well-known Israeli figures, led by David Ben-Gurion, former Defense Minister Moshe Dayan, and former Israeli President Ephraim Katzer, among others. The article provides details of how scientists from the Scientific Corps, together with battlefield units, were involved in a systematic campaign to poison water wells and spread typhoid bacteria in Arab villages and cities as well as among the invading armies of Egypt and Jordan. The objective was to frighten the Arab Palestinian population, to force them to leave and to weaken the Arab armies. It is claimed that the use of biological warfare was approved by the founder of the Israeli state and its first prime minister, David Ben-Gurion. To understand the direction of Israel's early quest for non-conventional weaponry, one must look at the scientists who were close to Ben-Gurion in the 1940s. Prominent among them were Ernst David Bergman, the scientific director of the Sif Institute in Rehovot, and the Katachowski brothers, Aaron and Ephraim. All were educated and worked in the fields of chemistry and microbiology. These scientists cultivated, perhaps even planted, in Ben-Gurion the view that Israel's competitive edge in the struggle for survival depended on investing in science and technology. In April 1948, David Ben-Gurion, Israel's founding father and first prime minister, wrote a letter to Ehud Avril, one of the Jewish agency's operatives in Europe, ordering him to seek out and recruit East European Jewish scientists who could either increase the capacity to kill masses or to cure masses. Both are important.